Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to make a mob spawner XP and loot farm. This is version 3 with loads of improvements from my other designs. For this farm guys, you are going to need every item in this chest. So you're going to need 3 signs, 9 fence gates, you're going to need 3 fences, a bunch of slabs. I've got a stack here, you may need a little more or a little less. You're going to need 18 trapdoors. You're going to need a bunch of torches to light everything up so you don't get killed while you're doing this. You're going to need 1 piece of soul sand. Yes, unfortunately, you will have to go to the nether for that. You're going to need an infinite water source or some ice, or you could do the kelp trick. You're going to need to make a bunch of water sources. Optional, guys, is a magma block. That is, you're probably going to need that if you're doing this with a zombie spawner. 10 hoppers, which is also optional if you want to collect the items. And you're going to need a bunch of blocks, especially if you're going to have to build this above ground, if your spawner is close to the ground. There will be a list of the items you need down in the description, guys, and also this only works for skeleton and zombie spawners. If you want a spider tutorial, that is linked down in the description. So guys, first step is to find one of these spawners in your world and then make sure you light it up. And as you're going to be taking these walls down, so you're going to want to keep lighting up the walls and underneath and wherever you end up digging out. So make sure you keep lighting it up so things don't spawn while you're working on it. Next guys, you're going to want to dig a 9 by 9 by 9 room out around the spawner. So that is 4 on either side of it like this, 3 above it and 5 below it. So you just want to take out all of those blocks, and this wall here is just to represent the size to you, so you can count it easier on the video. Just like this. Just quickly guys, while you're clearing out this room, make sure you place 3 blocks on top here. I always seem to forget when I'm making the video. You don't want anything spawning on top of the spawner because it'll just sit there and reduce your spawn rates. Okay, and now guys, you want to drop down and choose which side you're going to take the mobs to. Whichever side you choose is where you're going to be standing and killing them. So I'm going to choose this side over here. Let's just patch that up. What I'm going to do is come to the middle, so we count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in the very middle here, and it'll be the same from this side because it's in the very center. So we have 4 blocks, and then the 5th one. We're going to take out a trench here, 1 high. Just like this, all the way to this end. Now we want to count from the side that we're not taking the mobs. So the mobs are all going to go in that direction. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we want to drop down 1, count another 4, and then we want to drop down again, just like that. So you'll have 4, then drop, then 4, and then drop again. Then after that, you can come along and place your fence gates along here. Hold shift to place fence gates against another fence gate like this. No, let's face it that way. It doesn't actually matter. But then you want to come along and open them all, guys. Doesn't matter which way they're facing, like so. And that is going to stop the water that we're about to place up against this wall. So all along this wall here, you want to place water sources like that. So it should flow towards the middle, just like that. And oh, that is incorrect. We do not want to place one there. We want to place water here, right along this wall as well. Alrighty guys, the next step is for your 3 spruce fences. You want to come to the side that you're going to take the zombies and skeletons out of, and you want to dig down an extra block here, place your first fence, and actually dig out a space here 4 high. You want to place another one, dig out another space 4 high, and take that out. There's a lovely block missing there. Let's take this block out 1 block above the fence here, and place in your soul sand. If you're finding this tutorial useful and want to check out other things on my channel, we have a Let's Play series that we have been working on for 2 years now, and lots of other awesome content, so check it out. After placing in these fences and your soul sand, you want to come along here 1 block above the soul sand and above this here. So just there on that block, you want to place a sign and then another sign above that. That is 2 of your 3 signs. You're going to use the last sign a bit later on. So also you want to punch out this block, which is away, facing away, because that's going to pull the zombies or skeletons in. And if you're doing it with the zombies, you want to place a magma block here. So that's going to take the baby zombies in there, because they do tend to sometimes get stuck in this little area here. Usually they'll shoot straight up, but if they do get stuck here, you don't want them reducing the rates of the farm. So anyways, guys, all you got to do now is come along to this block and place the water here. Should flow along all the way to here. You'll get dropped down on here. I'm not pressing anything now, guys. You're going to drop onto here, and it's going to push you up on top of this here. Then we're going to have a water system pulling us all the way to the top of a bubble column that we're going to make right here. Next, guys, we're going to build a water elevator here. So you're going to need to do this in a few different ways. You can either do it with ice, just build ice to the top of the elevator and then break it on the way back down, or you can put a bucket of water at the top and use kelp all the way up. That will turn the running water into water sources, which is what you need above salt sand in order to create a water bubble column going upwards. You can also do it just by placing a bucket on each level, but that is quite difficult. If you notice that your elevator stops somewhere randomly, the bubbles stop pushing you, you have missed a water source somewhere. Bubbles will go as high as you want. So you just want to come usually one block below where the bubbles stop, and that water source needs filling in. But anyways, if you do it with ice or kelp, you shouldn't have that problem. Now you want to open up your F3 screen, and you want to look in the direction of the magma block, and you can see we are facing south. You may be facing a different direction. You want to remember that for in just a second. But guys, what you want to do is also look at your Y coordinate, which is 35 in my case, and you want to add 26 to that number. So for me, that is 61. That's pretty easy, guys. We're going to dig up now all the way to 61. And if you're doing it with ice, you want to pillar up with the ice as well on your way up, which is pretty cool. You want to bring that up to the top. And as you come, you're probably going to run into like caves and things. You just want to fill in these blocks to keep it a one wide block. And you want to bring the water all the way up to 61 in my case, like that. So 26 blocks of water all the way to the top. Then you want to make sure you are facing south, which is this way, guys. And you want to dig out a two high column all the way over here. You want to make that 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to drop down on the next block here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to place a sign on this block here. So that's going to stop the water. So you're going to have water coming up from here, and it's going to flow over here and bring them down here. This is going to be the drop chute to drop the mobs to low health. So guys, if you've done this with ice, it will be really easy. Otherwise, you can do it with the kelp or the water buckets. What I'm going to do is bring the kelp up here. As you can see, that wasn't a water elevator. It wasn't bringing us to the top. But if we use this kelp all the way to the top here, that's going to make all of those water sources. Now you can drop to the bottom here and take out the bottom one, like so, and then those will all be water sources. Let's just make sure we take out the bottom one, and then we should shoot up to the top. Fantastic. Over here, just like that. So guys, after the bubble elevator, it's going to bring the mobs along 4 to this block here. This is going to be the drop chute. So we're on level 61. We want to take it 22 away from that because we want to drop them 21 blocks. 21.5 blocks, and we're going to put a slab onto that. So 61 minus 22 is 39. So we're going to dig all the way down to 39, like so. As we go down here, we will accidentally find more cave. Make sure you fill in things like that, and then just place a slab down. So you are standing, for me, it's 39.5. And now this is the last thing you need the F3 screen for, guys. Make sure you're facing the opposite direction that you were facing before. So your bubble elevator is in this direction. You want to dig out these blocks here. And if you dig too far, you will find your elevator. But if you just dig out 3, you'll be just fine. But if we do this, that's the elevator right there. So this is going to be where you can stand. This is where the mobs are going to land. You now can dig out a little room here for yourself. The problem is you can't just leave it as a 1x1 because the mobs are going to get entity cramming and die all on their own. So you want to probably make a bigger space here. I like to make it 2 wide by 2x5 wide here, and this is where your hoppers are going to go underneath that. So you can keep digging out a little space here just like this, and what you want to do is maybe put a chest in the front here or whatever you want. You can just get the hoppers and things like that and bring them round to the front here. So over here we can dig out all of this mess here. Get some hoppers, guys, just like so. And yeah, obviously you can place a chest, or you can just have the hoppers running into it or whatever. But you want to make sure your hoppers are all running into the middle there, just like so. Make sure they're all running that way, and all the mob drops will go into your chest over there. It doesn't really matter. So guys, clear yourself out a little bit of space around the mob landing platform here. They're going to land here and then spread out into these other spaces. You want to get as close to your elevator as possible, so just 1 block over, because you want to be standing here to activate the spawner. You need to be within 16 blocks of it, otherwise it will not activate, which is why we build an elevator instead of just dropping them straight down. But anyways, what you want to do is come along here and leave a 1/2 block gap. in between here. You just want to place blocks around like this so they can't get out, and you'll be able to run around here and kill them all. So that'll be pretty fantastic. I would suggest getting a sweeping edge sword, and you can fill in these blocks as well if you want to. You probably will want to. I don't know why I dug them out, but anyway, now it's hard to fill them in, but you get the idea, guys. You just want a 5 by 2 by 2.5 high little area here. And then you can come in here and smack them with your sword. The only problem is they can still hit you from there, so you want to start placing in some trapdoors like this around wherever you're going to want to hit them from. So I'm using the iron trapdoors because I won't accidentally flip them. But yeah, you want to do this on all sides. You can do it on the back side as well because you're going to want to walk around there. So you'll probably need to keep digging out this room until you get it to the size that you want. So yeah, we can dig this out like this just so we have a bit more space around here. Alrighty guys, the last and final step is to actually dig back into your spawn room like this. You're going to need to go around and take all of these torches out, which can be very, very difficult. But once you've done it, you're alright. So you want to dig down so you make sure you can get in and out of here nice and quickly. You want to go around and take all the torches out. I'm not going to spawn anything because I'm in peaceful mode. But yeah, you want to take all of the torches out while you're in here. Make sure the room is completely dark, like so. And now things can spawn in here. You want to jump back out, guys, as best you can. Plug the room back up. Fill all these blocks in if you want to. And now you can stand in here and kill them to your heart's content. So if we switch into hard mode now, should be able to hear the zombies. We just heard them splash in the water, which is pretty fantastic. I'm going to dig in here so I can show you what's going on. But yeah, if we stand in here, we should get zombies spawning. They get brought out of this room pretty quickly, so the spawner gets to activate again nice and quickly. And as you heard, they're all just landing down over there. It all happens pretty damn quickly. So just in a second, we should have some more zombies spawning. They're very loud and annoying. Sometimes it takes a little while, but there we go. So they all fall into the middle here. And nice and quickly, we get them out of the room. They go down here, and they get quickly shot up the elevator. My old design had a lot of problems with mobs getting stuck right here. But anyway, as you can see, it's working fantastically now. Much, much, much better than before. And you can come down here and just kill these guys like so. Oh, we got Monster Hunter. Nice. You can come down here, kill these guys. They should be at very low health. And if you just dip down here, you should be able to see all your items flowing into these hoppers here. So you can put a chest here or bring some more hoppers, put them into a storage system, whatever you want to do. And you can collect all of the XP by running around these trapdoors here. Nothing gets stuck in the middle. So that's pretty damn cool. So guys, if this was helpful, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. If you want to, subscribe for more content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video.